Period. Been saving up this day. What?
What you doing?
Dad, why are you busting in my room like that?
Where you get all that money from? Where you been at all night? Huh?
I dance.
You dance?
Yes,
what
I
kind of
dance.
You forward?
No.
Huh?
Stop trying to be funny. You always trying to be funny.
So
No,
you out here
it
exposing
doesn't
yourself
matter.
for money?
It doesn't
You gotta
matter.
go.
It
You're
doesn't
not going back
matter.
in my house.
I'm
You gotta
taking
go.
care of my son, right?
I
Don't
don't
nobody
care.
in
You
this
and
house
your
help
son
me.
gotta go.
But don't nobody in this house
You're
help
not
me
doing
take
that.
care
That's
of
nasty.
him.
You only 18. You exposing yourself for money. Why
So
don't you go
what?
get a
I
job at McDonald's or
graduated.
something?
I graduated out because this
wanna
money
be like the
comes
rest of these
after.
little nasty
Do you know how
little girls
fast
out
I
here?
made this money?
You wanna be
I
like
made
the
this
rest
money
of
in
the
2
nasty
months.
little girls.
I made this money in 2 months.
Bro,
You talking
that's
about
nasty.
McDonald's?
You gotta
Okay,
go.
it doesn't matter. I've
Go.
been helping you pay the
Go.
bills, right? Do you want help paying the bills or
I'm
not?
not raising no kids.
I've been helping you pay the bills, saving for my apartment, getting my own car. I've been doing everything by myself. Why does it matter?
You exposing yourself for, come on now, for money? Really, daughter? That's what we doing?
Do
For
you
money?
see? I'm not
For
exposing
money?
myself for money. I'm exposing
Go
myself
ahead
so my
on.
baby can have a better life.
I'm
It's
not
not for
dealing with
money.
this.
It's so my
No,
baby
not
can have a
my
better
house.
life. Like,
Not
what the
my
fuck?
house.
Okay, so
what? You do,
what?
but you can't do it in my house.
So I gotta leave?
Yes,
Okay, so then
you and
you...
that baby gotta go.
So then you gonna have... Okay, you gonna be back in the same
No,
predicament you
Cap,
was.
none of
As
that.
soon as I leave, you're gonna be back in the same
money
predicament you was.
I
Like...
don't respect that. That's nasty.
Man, bro.
Dancing with the devil. Father confronts daughter for stripping. Let's get into it. Let's break it down. Let's go through the levels. Let's see how y'all feel about that. Do anybody like to start? Chuck, you always start. We gonna save you because you been started. We gonna come back to you. I want to go. Well, probably what's gonna be the more controversial.
What he do wrong?
I want to.
He
I
did
want to.
something wrong in
I want to
life.
start with my best friend. Best friend, how would you feel about that?
I feel like I can understand kind of on both sides. Like as a parent, as a father, I can only assume because I'm not a father.
I mean, if you was a mother and your daughter was out there 18 stripping, it's a parent. Let's look at it from a parent.
Okay, I would not like that.
You wouldn't like it?
No, of course
Okay.
I would not like
Would
that.
you
My
kick her
child
out?
is stripping. Huh?
Would you kick her out your
No.
house?
I would not kick her and my grandbaby out of the house. And from what she's saying, obviously the father don't got no monies. So
You peep that dynamic?
I peeped that dynamic. So I just feel as though really he probably should shut the fuck up.
Whoa.
But I do understand as a parent, I just feel as though if you don't have no money, you should just shut the fuck up.
Oh, drop a bomb.
But
Drop a bomb.
That's the problem. That's the first one.
if
First of all,
somebody
let's
got
just
more
put it
money
out.
than you,
This little
you
18-year,
can't really tell
this
them
little
shit.
18-year-old
But-
stripping don't.
Hold on.
However, wait, I'm not
You gonna let you
finished.
get your shit off?
I'm not finished. However,
Let me
as a parent, I can 100% understand why he bugging out about this. This is his daughter, and she a stripper. Of course he don't like that. Of course he is freaked out by that. Like, that's crazy. Like, I get that. I would not want my child to strip either. So I get it on both sides is what I'm saying.
Respectfully. You landed your plane?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, respectfully. Phil, we gonna let you pick up.
To say that he ain't got no money is wild.
Drop
First
a
of
bomb.
all,
Drop another bomb. That was-
most Americans don't got no money. Like, let's be for real. This little 18-year-old, he obviously can hold down his household to some degree.
No, he can't
To-
because that's what she was
Her
saying
little
was
two-
that
her little-
she
her
has
little-
to help
her
pay
little-
the
her
bills
little-
because he
bit
don't
of
got
ti- her little bit of
it.
time
And he
is
was saying
stripping.
what she was
Her
saying
little
without
bit-
me, you gonna be
her-
back to how you was. So obviously that means the was bad.
It don't.
That
it
is
don't,
a valid
it,
point.
It
I
doesn't,
will
was
condone-
it does
bad.
not
Point to
matter.
her, I will condone that.
Her little contributions just took a little financial burden off
That's
of him.
not what she
He
was- that's
still-
not what they were
he
saying.
He still was able to keep a roof over her head.
It don't
Like,
seem like that. It
It,
seemed like
it
she
doesn't
was
seem
keeping
like
the
that,
roof over
but that
his
like
head.
you can't.
It was her keeping
he's
the roof.
18. It ain't like she been
And
stripping
that's a damn
for a
shame
while
when
long.
your 18-year-old daughter got to carry the load for you as a
She
grown-ass
not
motherfucking man.
carrying
So
the load.
the nerve of you to judge her is just, it's the audacity for
No,
me.
it-
Niggas should have money to take care of themselves as well as their children.
That's free cooking.
As a grown-ass
Do you
motherfucker.
understand? Do you
Where's
understand?
the money?
I'm putting it like
Where
this.
is
Do
it?
you understand? First of all, that's fast money. That's you got a bunch
No,
of
it's
person-
not.
Yes, it
Why
is.
if
It's
you a
stripping
grown
ain't-
why do
stripping
you got
ain't
an
fast money.
18-year-old child? If you got an 18-year-old child, that means you at a certain age. And at that age, as a grown-ass man, if you don't got the funds to support at least your household,
Do you
that's a
understand-
goddamn
do
shame.
you
You ought to be
understand how
shamed.
fast
You
how
ought to
fast
be
stripping
shamed.
money is?
Men used to go to
Especially
war.
a
That's
young
what my
girl,
one girl said.
a
I don't
young
know what's
18-year-old
going
girl,
on.
she
Back
in
and
her
forth.
prime as a woman. She's in her prime as a woman. So like, you got a bunch of thirsty niggas that that likes what they see, so they spin in the bag.
It's very unfortunate.
She ain't got no. Oh, she probably got a kid or shit.
I would hate for my child.
Okay, y'all, listen. Let's slide over to Jay White. We're gonna let y'all get back to y'all back.
What I'm about to say is like, yo, on some real shit. As a father, you don't know what I'm doing with my 18-year-old daughter. First of all, you don't like my daughter is obviously paying me rent. Maybe I could be trying to teach my daughter finances or something. You don't know.
That's not what they were saying.
Wait, time out. This is what she. Time out. This is what she is saying. Me as a father, if I don't even want to charge my daughter rent, I'm gonna come with some shit like, hey, daughter, like things is kind of hard. Could you like throw in at least half of the rent? And I may have it. And it's been times when we've seen people like take their kids' rent and the rent money that they pay into some shit, they actually put it away, saving it or some shit into something bigger. So we don't know what this father's motivation was. All we going is this kid's idea of what she thinks that her father may or may not have because she don't know some shit. And what I'm saying is she out here stripping and stuff like that. The problem is not stripping. The problem is the gateway to which it opens. Like you out here stripping and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, you put yourself in harm's way. You got like a kid. Like my thing is like. You're in harm's way every day. I don't want to hear that because there's different ways of being in harm's way. You trying to equate me purposely putting myself in the line of fire of thirsty niggas getting money off the thirst of niggas' horniness and stuff like that to satiate niggas' thirst. And all these crazy ass niggas, like these niggas.
What niggas thirst?
Like you out here dancing for dancing for your brother.
That's what they do.
You dancing for your brother's ops. You dancing for a racist nigga to get more energy to have more. So you know it ain't no stretch. You out here dancing in public. You don't know who the fuck is out there in that audience. I'm just saying. I'm saying who in that audience? You don't know who is in the audience. You out here thinking you say, "Oh, I'm just dancing, popping my pussy just to make a little bit of money." You don't know who looking at you. You don't know who's stalking you. You know, like this is a crazy world we live in. And all I'm saying is, if the dad is just like, yo, baby girl, I really didn't need it like that. Like, I'm just trying to teach you how to finance. And like, yo, I probably was.
It seemed like he was in the bind.
The thing with your shit is that it's flawed. That's the whole thing, Chuck. Because you add in certain circumstances. Listen, let me tell you something.
We don't know. Like, we can add anything.
Literally, what you just said, maybe the nigga was trying to save the money he was giving her to teach her some shit.
I'm not saying
nobody's trying to save the money.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying what the point I'm trying to make with that is you don't know what the father's reason is for having his daughter pay rent. Personally,
first of all, he never said she's charging her rent.
He did. He said that he.
No, he didn't.
I thought.
No, they say I'm helping out around here. That could mean anything. I'm helping out. Don't mean I'm paying rent.
Without me, you're gonna be back to the same situation.
That's cool. But that's cool.
That would lead you to believe that he was in a bind.
Absolutely. That's what she's saying.
He was in a bind.
This is coming from a kid. Again, this is coming from a child.
He needed that money that she got.
Everybody can use. But this is coming. You can use somebody that.
This is coming from the perspective of a child, though. You don't know what this grown ass man. You don't know what this grown ass man got going on in the background of his fucking life. As long as you in his house underneath his roof, if he don't want you dancing, that's his rule.
You got an 18-year-old that's.
I got a kid that's old enough to work.
You got an 18-year-old that's getting money.
I got a kid that's old enough to work, and I don't need his money.
An 18-year-old that's getting money.
All right, y'all. Listen.
You're not gonna be like, let me a couple dollars.
Listen, y'all. I'll let y'all have y'all shit. Come on, Chuck. Hit him with that shit, Chuck.
Hit him with that
shit, Chuck.
I know y'all don't probably want to hear this, but he failed her.
I agree with you.
Hold on, let me get my shit off.
That's what I thought.
I don't need none of that right now.
Control the room. Let's go, Chuck.
He failed her in my aspect, and I'm gonna take it something as simple as look how she talking to him. One, my daughter, I'm out of there. My daughter would never talk to me in no way like that. Two, she's 18 with a child. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm not saying that he probably was the worst dad in the world, but something where she felt comfortable enough to be like, fuck it, I'm still gonna have it. And she's 18. So now she was comfortable enough to have a kid when she was young. And then she's comfortable enough to say, fuck it, I'm gonna take it to the next level and I'm gonna go strip. Also, on top of that, I'm gonna talk to you how I want to, on camera in front of the whole world. She has no respect for him. So therefore, and that's blatantly shown from the video. Blatant. There's no respect for him. None. She's in his house with a child, doing whatever the fuck she wants to, talking any way she wants to. You feel me? Murder. Cooking. That's a double homicide.
Let him cook.
What are you talking about?
Let him cook.
Because of that, that shows that somehow, some way.
She was more or less trying to plead. Because she got caught. She got
I wasn't
caught
done,
on
Phil.
camera.
I wasn't done. What I seen was blatant disrespect from a kid to a man that takes care of whatever he's supposed to. Because before she got to stripping and having babies, obviously he helped her get to where she was at. So he was been paying the bills and making her way without her. So even if she did help him and is helping him right now, it don't matter because he's still holding it down up until now. So he's gonna find a way. So whatever she thinks she's doing, it really don't matter because he will prefer his respect more than the money. Obviously, because he's telling her what he's telling her. So he would rather have his respect. He don't have no respect. He lost his daughter respect, I don't know how many years ago, but that's what just happened.
You got a
So
point.
it's over for him
Let's get it.
because there's no respect in our household. She don't respect him. And so she feels comfortable enough to
She don't respect
fuck-
herself.
We gonna get to that. You feel me?
That's a whole
But
different category.
as of right now, he lost because she don't respect him. So now she feels as though she can talk in any type of way she want to do whatever she want. So he has to fix that.
I think we all learned something today.
That's murder.
That nigga Chuck be cooking.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
I think we
Chuck be cooking.
look at y'all niggas. Y'all been
cooking.
learned. You
I
all been
agree.
learned. You all been learned. You
You
feel
can't be
me?
mad at what he
We
said.
appreciate you for bringing that
Can't be
shit
mad at what
home,
he
Chuck.
said.
I ain't even gonna hold you. Shout out to Von Applewhite. He said, I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but he ain't have to put her out on the spot. A little deadline, okay. Nah, I hear you on
He
that
didn't know
shit.
she was on the
Put her
shot.
out.
Charlene,
That's
she said,
crazy.
go daddy, go.
With her baby.
Charlene
That's
also said, big facts. Stevan Applewhite said, Chuck roasting it. She did talk wild, but I would personally find it hard tossing a baby out. But it happens every day.
It do happen every day.
Nah, it absolutely does happen every day. Listen to
If
shit.
you out here getting it how you live it, then live
The
it.
shit is wild, but again, you also gotta, this is what I feel like you gotta wrap your head around too though.
My kids
You know what I'm
don't respect
saying?
me, they gotta go.
You're
That's a
18, when your kid,
I know.
at
You
18,
ain't gotta have a kid. If you don't
when your
respect me, you
kid,
gotta go.
when your kid gets to that age where your kid want to make the choices they want to make, your kid is going to make the choices they're going to want to make. So like Brett said, that nigga failed her because he did not prepare her to make better choices. You feel me? But also this, growing up without and not having and not getting the shit you want. You know what I'm saying? When you given a choice or opportunity to be put in position to get the money to acquire those things, you usually will take it. And that's what I say on that, man. Listen, y'all already know DK Man Podcast. We appreciate y'all. We halfway through the show. Make sure y'all lean on the like button for me. Thank you to my panel. Y'all niggas is cooking it tonight. Y'all want to take an intermission, a little break or something? Well, you cannot, because I was fucking lying. Okay? We gonna jump into this next video, and we gonna move on, y'all. Let's get it.